About. Exactly.
About exactly.
Above. Below.
Above, below.
Absence. Presence.
Absence, presence.
Abundance. Lack.
Abundance, lack.
Accept. Refuse.
Accept, refuse.
Accidental. Intentional.
Accidental, intentional.
Active. Lazy.
Active, lazy.
Add. Subtract.
Add, subtract.
Admit. Deny.
Admit, deny.
Adult. Child.
Adult, child.
Advanced. Elementary.
Advanced, elementary.
Affirmative. Negative.
Affirmative, negative.
Afraid. Brave.
Afraid, brave.
After. Before.
After, before.
Against. For.
Against, for.
Alike. Different.
Alike, different.
Alive. Dead.
Alive, dead.
All. None.
All, none.
Allow. Forbid.
Allow, forbid.
Already. Not yet.
Already, not yet.
Always. Never.
Always, never.
Ancient. Modern.
Ancient, modern.
Ancestor. Descendant. Agree. Refuse.
Agree, refuse.
Amateur. Professional.
Amateur, professional.
Amuse. Bore.
Amuse, bore.
Ancestor. Descendant.
Ancestor, descendant.
Angel. Devil.
Angel, devil.
Animal. Human.
Animal, human.
Annoy. Satisfy.
Annoy, satisfy.
Answer. Ask.
Answer, ask.
Answer. Question.
Answer, question.
Antonym. Synonym.
Antonym, synonym.
Apart. Together.
Apart, together.
Approximately. Exactly.
Approximately, exactly. Argue, agree.
Arrest. Free. Arrival. Departure.
Arrival, departure.
Arrive. Depart.
Arrive, depart.
Artificial. Natural.
Artificial, natural.
Ascent. Descent.
Ascent, descent.
Ask. Answer.
Ask, answer.
Asleep. Awake.
Asleep, awake.
Attack. Defend.
Attack, defend.
Attack. Defend.
Attack, defense.
Attic. Sower.
Attic, cellar. Autumn, spring.
Awake. Asleep. Awful. Nice.
Awful, nice.
Back. In front of.
Back, in front of.
Background. Foreground.
Background, foreground.
Backward. Forward.
Backward, forward.
Bad. Good.
Bad, good.
Bad luck. Fortune.
Bad luck, fortune.
Beauty. Ugliness.
Beauty, ugliness.
Before. After.
Before, after.
Begin. End.
Begin, end.
Beginning. End.
beginning, end,
behind, in front of, below, above,
below, above,
best, worst,
best, worst,
bitter, worse,
better, worse,
beautiful, ugly,
beautiful, ugly,
big, small,
big, small,
birth, if,
birth, death,
bitter, sweet,
bitter, sweet,
black, white,
black, white,
blunt, sharp,
blunt, sharp,
body, soul,
body, soul,
bore, amuse,
bore, amuse,
bullying, exciting,
boring, exciting,
borrow, lend,
borrow, lend,
bottom, top,
bottom, top,
boy, girl,
boy, girl,
brave, cowardly,
brave, cowardly,
break, fix,
break, fix,
broad, narrow,
broad, narrow,
brother, sister,
brother, sister,
build, destroy,
busy, lazy,
busy, lazy, different, alike,
different, alike,
difficult, easy,
difficult, easy,
dirty, clean,
dirty, clean,
disease, health,
disease, health,
distance, near,
distant, near,
divide, unite,
divide, unite,
divide, uniting,
division, unity,
divorce, marry,
divorce, marry,
divorce, marriage,
divorce, marriage, divorced, married,
domestic, foreign,
domestic, foreign,
down, up,
down, up,
downstairs, upstairs,
downstairs, upstairs,
drama, comedy,
drama, comedy,
dry, humid,
dry, humid,
buy, sell,
buy, sell,
calm, excited,
calm, excited,
careful, careless,
careful, careless,
catch, miss, ceiling, floor,
ceiling, floor,
cellar, attic,
cellar, attic,
center, outskirts,
center, outskirts,
certainly, probably,
certainly, probably,
changeable, constant,
changeable, constant,
cheap, expensive,
cheap, expensive,
child, adult,
child, adult,
children, parents,
children, parents,
clean, dirty,
clean, dirty,
clear, cloudy,
clear, cloudy,
clever, stupid,
clever, stupid,
close, open,
close, open,
closed, open,
closed, open,
cloudy, clear,
cloudy, clear,
cold, hot,
cold, hot,
cold, heat,
cold, heat,
come, go,
come, go,
comedy, drama,
comedy, drama,
complicated, simple,
complicated, simple,
compliment, insult,
compliment, insult,
compulsory, voluntary,
compulsory, voluntary,
connect, separate,
connect, separate,
consonant, vowel,
consonant, vowel, constant, changeable, construction, destruction,
continue, interrupt,
continue, interrupt,
cool, warm,
cool, warm,
correct, wrong, courage, fear,
courage, fear,
courageous, cowardly,
courageous, cowardly,
cowardly, brave,
cowardly, brave,
create, destroy,
create, destroy,
cruel, human,
cruel, human,
cry, whisper,
cry, whisper,
cry, laugh,
cry, laugh,
damage, repair,
damage, repair,
danger, security,
danger, security,
dangerous, safe,
dangerous, safe,
dark, light,
dark, light,
daughter, son,
daughter, son,
dawn, dusk,
dawn, dusk,
day, night,
day, night,
dead, alive,
dead, alive, death, birth,
deep, shallow,
deep, shallow,
defeat, victory,
defeat, victory,
defense, attack,
defense, attack,
defend, attack,
defend, attack,
delicious, awful, deny, admit,
deny, admit,
depart, arrive,
depart, arrive,
departure, arrival,
departure, arrival,
descendant, ancestor,
descendant, ancestor,
descend, ascend,
descent, ascent,
disparate, hopeful,
desperate, hopeful, destroy, build,
distraction, construction,
destruction, construction,
devil, angel,
devil, angel,
dictatorship, republic,
dictatorship, republic, die, live, grown up, child,
guest, host,
guest, host,
guilty, innocent,
guilty, innocent,
happiness, sadness,
happiness, sadness,
dull, interesting,
dull, interesting,
dusk, dawn,
dusk, dawn,
early, late,
early, late,
east, west,
east, west,
easy, difficult,
easy, difficult,
elementary, advanced,
elementary, advanced,
immigrate, immigrate,
immigrate, immigrate,
immigration, immigration, empty, full,
empty, full,
end, begin,
end, begin,
end, beginning,
end, beginning,
ending, beginning,
ending, beginning,
enemy, friend,
enemy, friend,
enjoy, hate, enter, leave,
enter, leave,
entrance, exit,
entrance, exit,
equal, different,
equal, different,
even, odd,
even, odd,
evening, morning,
evening, morning,
everybody, nobody,
everybody, nobody,
everything, nothing,
everything, nothing,
exactly, approximately,
exactly, approximately,
excited, calm,
excited, calm,
exciting, boring,
exciting, boring,
exclude, include,
exclude, include,
exit, entrance,
exit, entrance,
expensive, cheap,
expensive, cheap,
export, import. Exposure, shelter.
exposure, shelter,
Extreme, moderate.
extreme, moderate,
Fail, succeed.
fail, succeed,
Failure, success.
failure, success,
False, true.
false, true,
Or, near. Fast, slow.
fast, slow,
Fat, slim.
fat, slim,
Sphere, courage.
fear, courage,
Email, male.
female, male,
Few, many.
few, many,
Final, first.
final, first,
Find, lose.
find, lose,
Finish, begin.
finish, begin, finish, start, first, final,
Fix, break.
fix, break,
Flat, hilly.
flat, hilly,
Floor, ceiling.
floor, ceiling,
Follow, lead.
follow, lead,
Forbid, allow. For, against.
for, against,
Foreground, background.
foreground, background,
Foreign, domestic.
foreign, domestic,
Foreigner, native.
foreigner, native,
Forget, remember.
forget, remember,
Form, destroy.
form, destroy,
Fortune, bad luck.
fortune, bad luck,
Forward, backward.
forward, backward,
Free, arrest.
free, arrest,
Freeze, melt.
freeze, melt,
Frequently, occasionally.
frequently, occasionally,
Fresh, old, stale.
fresh, old, stale,
Friend, enemy.
friend, enemy,
Flaunt, rear.
front, rear,
In front of, back. Full, empty.
full, empty,
Funny, serious.
funny, serious,
Future, past.
future, past,
General, particular.
general, particular,
Generous, mean.
generous, mean,
Gentle, violent.
gentle, violent,
Gentleman, lady.
gentleman, lady,
Giant, tiny.
giant, tiny,
Girl, boy.
girl, boy,
Give, take.
give, take,
Go, come.
go, come, good, bad,
Less, more.
less, more,
Let, forbid.
light, stand,
Lie, stand. Life, death.
life, death,
Light, dark.
light, dark,
Light, heavy.
light, heavy,
Like, hate.
like, hate,
Liquid, solid.
liquid, solid,
Little, big.
little, big,
No, much.
little, much,
Leave, die.
live, die,
Long, short.
long, short,
Lose, win.
lose, win,
Loser, winner.
loser, winner,
Loud, quiet.
loud, quiet,
Love, hate.
love, hate,
Lovely, terrible.
lovely, terrible,
Low, high.
low, high,
Lower, raise.
lower, raise,
Bad luck, good luck.
bad luck, good luck,
Happy, sad.
happy, sad,
Handsome, ugly.
handsome, ugly,
Hard, easy.
hard, easy,
Tallest, blend, hate, enjoy,
hate, enjoy,
health, disease,
health, disease,
healthy, ill,
healthy, ill,
heat, cold,
heat, cold,
heaven, hell,
heaven, hell,
heavy, light,
heavy, light,
hell, heaven,
hell, heaven,
here, there,
here, there,
high, deep,
high, deep,
high, low,
high, low,
hilly, flat,
hilly, flat,
hit, miss,
hit, miss,
hopeful, desperate,
hopeful, desperate,
hopeless, hopeful,
hopeless, hopeful,
horizontal, vertical,
horizontal, vertical,
host, guest, hot, cold,
hot, cold,
huge, tiny,
huge, tiny,
human, animal,
human, animal,
human, cruel,
humane, cruel,
humid, dry,
humid, dry,
hungry, thirsty,
hungry, thirsty,
husband, wife, in front of, back,
in front of, back,
notice,
ignore, notice,
ill, healthy,
ill, guilty,
immigrate, immigrate,
immigrate, emigrate,
immigration, immigration,
immigration, emigration,
import, export, in, out,
in, out,
include, exclude,
include, exclude,
increase, reduce,
increase, reduce,
innocent, guilty,
innocent, guilty,
inside, outside,
inside, outside,
insult, compliment,
insult, compliment,
intelligent, silly,
intelligent, silly,
intentional, accidental,
intentional, accidental,
be interested in, or,
be interested in, or,
interesting, boring, entrapped, continue,
interrupt, continue,
junior, senior,
junior, senior,
kind, cruel,
kind, cruel,
lack, abundance,
lack, abundance,
lady, gentleman,
lady, gentleman,
land, take off, land, water,
land, water,
large, small,
large, small,
last, first,
last, first,
late, early,
late, early,
laugh, cry,
laugh, cry,
lazy, active,
lazy, active,
lead, follow, learn, teach,
learn, teach,
leave, arrive,
leave, arrive,
left, right,
left, right,
lend, borrow,
lend, borrow,
order, mess,
order, mess,
ordinary, spatial,
ordinary, special,
other, same,
other, same,
out, in,
out, in,
outside, inside,
outside, inside,
outskirts, center,
outskirts, center,
over, under,
over, under,
parents, children,
parents, children,
part, whole,
part, whole,
partial, total,
partial, total,
particular, general,
particular, general,
pass, fail,
pass, fail,
pass, future,
past, future,
peace, war,
peace, war,
permit, forbid,
permit, forbid,
plant, harvest,
plant, harvest,
plenty, lack,
plenty, lack,
pleasant, awful,
pleasant, awful,
polite, rude,
polite, rude,
good luck, bad luck,
good luck, bad luck,
major, minor,
major, minor,
male, fellow,
male, female,
mon, vermin,
man, woman,
many, few,
many, few,
marriage, divorce,
marriage, divorce,
married, divorced,
married, divorced,
nearly, divorce,
marry, divorce,
master, servant,
master, servant,
maximum, minimum,
maximum, minimum,
mean, generous,
mean, generous,
melt, freeze,
melt, freeze,
mean, women,
men, women,
mend, break,
mend, break,
mess, order,
mess, order,
midnight, noon,
midnight, noon,
minimum, maximum,
minimum, maximum,
minor, major,
minor, major,
miss, hit,
miss, hit,
miss, catch,
miss, catch,
moderate, extreme,
moderate, extreme,
modern, ancient,
modern, ancient,
monarchy, republic,
monarchy, republic,
moon, sun,
moon, sun,
more, less,
more, less,
morning, evening,
morning, evening,
mountain, valley,
mountain, valley,
much, low,
much, little,
narrow, broad,
narrow, broad,
nasty, nice,
nasty, nice,
native, foreigner,
native, foreigner,
natural, artificial,
natural, artificial,
near, distance,
near, distant, near, distant,
negative, affirmative,
negative, affirmative,
nephew, miss, never, always,
never, always,
new, ancient,
new, ancient,
nice, awful,
nice, awful,
niece, nephew,
niece, nephew,
night, day,
night, day,
no, yes,
no, yes,
nobody, everybody,
nobody, everybody, noisy, quiet,
noon, midnight,
noon, midnight,
none of, all of,
none of, all off,
normal, strange,
normal, strange,
north, south,
north, south,
not yet, already,
not yet, already,
nothing, everything,
nothing, everything,
notice, ignore,
notice, ignore,
now, then,
now, then,
occasionally, frequently,
occasionally, frequently,
occupied, vacant,
occupied, vacant,
odd, even,
odd, even,
off, on,
off, on,
often, seldom,
often, seldom,
old, modern,
old, modern,
on, off,
on, off,
open, closed,
open, closed,
opponent, supporter,
opponent, supporter,
silent, noisy,
silent, noisy,
silly, intelligent,
silly, intelligent,
simple, complicated,
simple, complicated,
sink, rise,
sink, rise,
single, married,
single, married,
sister, brother,
sister, brother,
sit, stand,
sit, stand,
slim, fat,
slim, fat,
slow, fast,
slow, fast,
small, big,
small, big,
smooth, rough,
smooth, rough,
soft, hard,
soft, hard,
solid, liquid,
solid, liquid,
some, many,
some, many,
sometimes, often,
sometimes, often,
poor, rich,
poor, rich,
poverty, wealth,
poverty, wealth,
powerful, weak,
powerful, weak,
presence, absence,
presence, absence,
present, past,
present, past,
pretty, ugly,
pretty, ugly,
private, public,
private, public,
probably, certainly,
probably, certainly,
professional, amateur,
professional, amateur,
protect, attack,
protect, attack,
protection, attack,
protection, attack,
public, private,
public, private,
pull, push,
pull, push,
pupil, teacher,
pupil, teacher,
push, pull,
push, pull,
question, answer,
question, answer, quick, slow,
quiet, loud,
quiet, loud,
rise, lower, rainy, sunny,
rainy, sunny,
rear, front,
rear, front,
receive, send,
receive, send,
reduce, increase,
refuse, agree,
refuse, agree,
regret, satisfaction,
regret, satisfaction, remember, forget,
remember, forget,
repair, damage,
repair, damage,
reply, ask,
reply, ask,
reply, question,
reply, question,
republic, dictatorship,
republic, dictatorship,
rest, work,
rest, work,
rich, poor,
rich, poor,
right, left,
right, left,
right, wrong,
right, wrong,
wise, sink,
rise, sink, rough, gentle, rough, smooth,
rude, polite,
rude, polite,
rural, open,
rural, urban,
sad, happy,
sad, happy,
sadness, happiness,
sadness, happiness,
safe, danger,
safe, dangerous,
sadness, happiness,
safety, danger,
safe, dangerous, safety, danger, salt, sugar,
salt, sugar,
same, different,
same, different,
satisfaction, regret, satisfy, annoy,
satisfy, annoy,
save, spend,
save, spend,
scream, whisper,
scream, whisper,
security, danger,
security, danger,
seldom, often,
seldom, often, sell, buy, send, receive,
senior, junior,
senior, junior,
separate, connect,
separate, connect.
serious, funny,
Serious, funny.
servant, master,
Servant, master.
sit free, arrest,
Set free, arrest.
shallow, deep,
Shallow, deep.
sharp, blunt,
Sharp, blunt.
shoulder, exposure,
Shelter, exposure.
short, long,
Short, long.
shout, whisper,
Shout, whisper.
shut, open,
Shut, open.
sick, healthy,
Sick, healthy.
upstairs, downstairs,
Upstairs, downstairs.
urban, rural,
Urban, rural.
useful, useless,
Useful, useless.
useless, useful,
Useless, useful.
vacant, occupied,
Vacant, occupied.
valley, mountain,
Valley, mountain.
vertical, horizontal,
Vertical, horizontal.
victory, defeat,
Victory, defeat.
village, town,
Village, town.
visitor, host, voluntary, compulsory,
Voluntary, compulsory.
vowel, consonant,
Vowel, consonant.
war, peace,
War, peace.
warm, cool,
Warm, cool.
waste, save,
Waste, save.
water, land,
Water, land.
weak, powerful,
Weak, powerful.
wealth, poverty,
Wealth, poverty.
wealthy, poor,
Wealthy, poor.
wedding, divorce,
Wedding, divorce.
well, ill,
Well, ill.
west, east, son, daughter,
Son, daughter.
soul, body,
Soul, body.
sour, sweet,
Sour, sweet.
south, north,
South, north.
spatial, general,
Special, general.
spring, autumn,
Spring, autumn. Stand, sit.
start, stop,
Start, stop.
start, finish,
Start, finish.
stop, start,
Stop, start.
stand, lie,
Stand, lie.
strange, normal,
Strange, normal.
stranger, native,
Stranger, native.
strict, gentle,
Strict, gentle.
strong, weak,
Strong, weak.
student, teacher,
Student, teacher.
stupid, clever,
Stupid, clever.
suburb, center,
Suburb, center.
succeed, fail,
Succeed, fail.
success, failure,
Success, failure.
subtract, add,
Subtract, add.
sugar, salt,
Sugar, salt.
summer, winter,
Summer, winter.
sun, moon,
Sun, moon.
sunny, cloudy,
Sunny, cloudy.
supporter, opponent,
Supporter, opponent.
suspect, trust,
Suspect, trust.
sweet, bitter,
Sweet, bitter.
synonym, antonym,
Synonym, antonym.
take, give,
Take, give.
take off, land,
Take off, land.
tall, small,
Tall, small.
teach, learn,
Teach, learn.
teacher, people,
Teacher, pupil.
thin, now,
Then, now.
terrible, lovely,
Terrible, lovely.
there, here,
There, here.
thick, thin,
Thick, thin.
thin, thick,
Thin, thick.
thirsty, hungry,
Thirsty, hungry.
throw, catch,
Throw, catch.
tight, loose,
tight, loose,
tiny, giant,
tiny, giant,
together, apart,
together, apart,
tomorrow, yesterday,
tomorrow, yesterday,
top, bottom,
top, bottom,
total, partial,
total, partial,
town, village,
town, village,
tragedy, comedy,
tragedy, comedy,
through, false,
true, false,
thrust, suspect,
trust, suspect,
ugliness, beauty,
ugliness, beauty,
ugly, beautiful,
ugly, beautiful,
under, over,
under, over,
unite, divide,
unite, divide,
unity, division,
unity, division,
up, down,
up, down, connectors about opinion, I think, I believe, I feel, in my opinion, in my view, as far as I know, it seems likely, it seems to me, in my experience, as far as I'm concerned, I tend to think that, as far as I understand, connectors about sequence, firstly, firstly, secondly, secondly, third, third, then, next, next, afterwards, afterwards, finally, finally, eventually, eventually, previously, previously, after that, meanwhile, meanwhile, sequently, sequently, connectors about addition, and, also, also, in addition, further, further, furthermore, furthermore, as well as, and then, two, besides, in addition to, moreover, additionally, not only, but also, then, again, finally, connectors about emphasis, above all, especially, more importantly, indeed, significantly, notably, in particular, in fact, to be sure, truly, actually, in reality, as it happens, for sure, we could say, undeniably, connectors about contrast, however, nevertheless, alternatively, despite this, on the contrary, yet, whereas, apart from, apart from, even so, even so, although, although, in spite of, in spite of, while, while. Connectors about conclusion. To conclude, to conclude, in conclusion, in conclusion, finally, finally, on the whole, on the whole, summarizing, summarizing, overall, overall, to sum up, to sum up, evidently, evidently. Connectors about comparison. Equally, as with, likewise, in the same way, similarly, like, of contrast. Despite this, in comparison, in contrast, even though. Connectors about illustration. For example, such as, for instance, in other words, an instance, as revealed by, to show that, in the case of, as an example, for one thing. Connectors about cause and effect. Because, because, since, for, so, consequently, therefore, thus, hence, owing to, as a result of, causes, as a consequence of, leads to. Connectors about opinion. I believe that. As for me, I think. I might be wrong, but I am of mixed opinions about on this. If I am not mistaken, what I mean is, I'd say that, personally, I think, speaking for myself. Connectors about persuasion. Of course. Clearly. Evidently. Surely. Indeed. Undoubtedly. Decidedly. Certainly. For this reason. Besides. Again.